So in the last newsletter, I said I need some topics to cover for the newsletters, a bunch of how-tos and different things. One of the main suggestions I got over and over again was lettering. And lettering's really cool too, because you could just make signs all over the place for all sorts of different things. And signs and lettering are really cool, and there's a lot of demand for it. So I'm going to break this down in short form and then also do a long version of this for the YouTube, youtube.com/@paintyou. So go check that out. But here's a casual font that I found online. But one thing that I needed to do to change a lot of the lettering I do is I need to make it longer. So I took some of the letters, changed the slant and other stuff to fit things like ornaments and helmets and whatever. Because some of this stuff just was a little too fat. I needed to lengthen it a little bit, shrink it a little bit so I could fit more letters onto a smaller surface. Now there are a couple letters and a couple ways the letters end that I'm going to change here, and then I'm going to come out with this for a print. So look out for that in the future, by the way. But let me show you how I lay out these letters. They're super simple. So I have this 12-inch by 12-inch square panel, and obviously I'm going to put Happy New Year on here. So more letters than that font will allow me to use, so I'm going to use that. And I always kind of have different references and whatever set up in the background so I can go back and forth, but spacing is a huge thing. So let's do Happy. I know it's kind of hard to see, but let's get some lettering enamel on this, and I'll show you what it looks like. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a space, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a space, 11, 12, 13, 14, and an exclamation mark, 15. So I got 15 blocks of letter on this. All right, getting into the letters themselves. As you can see, I'm using probably the first third of the brush. I'm not laying the entire belly down. If I laid the entire belly down, I would get a little fatter line. This is a size 2 quill, flat quill, that will be coming out next month on the website, tntcustompaint.com, if you want to get some of these. They come in 2, 4, and 6, round ferrule and flat ferrule. A lot of flat ferrule requests just because the chiseled edge holds itself a little bit longer with the flat ferrule. It doesn't round out as much, which means, sometimes paletting could be a little difficult with the rounder ferrule, so the flatter ones are just a little bit more user-friendly. But I'm doing a reduce as I go type viscosity here and flow with the alpha enamel that I'm using. It's just an ivory alpha enamel. What I find sometimes with lettering is if you thin it out too much, then the paint doesn't cover as well. So this is still just a little bit streaky, but I'm going quick. I'm not really paying too much attention to the flow of the paint, just more about the spacing and the lettering, size, and all that other stuff. But the main thing here is just keeping all of the lettering width consistent. That's a huge thing. Now I know coming from the side it was kind of hard to see all the spacing and everything, but that right there is a quick demo of a long casual font that kind of mimics that right there. And this was with a flat quill coming out. It's a size 2. I'm getting a 246 made. And oh yeah, also watch this real quick. You could even do even with a flat quill, you can do some scrolls with it. So I hope the info helped. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter yet, tntcustompaint.com, it pops up, you just put your email in there, and I just throw information out. My 2025 is to do a monthly newsletter. Every month, do something, answering a bunch of questions that people email me, so I could get more information out to you guys. So if you haven't subscribed to the newsletter yet, go do that. So you could ask me the questions so I can answer the questions and get all the info out to you guys, because 2025 is the year for paint, man. So let's keep this thing going. One more time, that was just a quick font to show you guys how much you could squeeze into a small area with the Long Casual font. I hope this helps. Please ask the questions so you can get the answers, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year.